It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense will go to work first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looks as if he's going to run it. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in, looking for space. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Tar Heels offense has the ball for the first time. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, running back on the move. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus? There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, North Carolina. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here comes the heat. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Forced out of the pocket. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
For 6. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on, be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Boston College wants to play fast.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Finds his man. It's Worthy. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that was a nice second down run. It's setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra body.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. And the Tar Heels are on the move. They've been running it, but now the pass. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, UNC. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Boston College right back to the line.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country with a big...
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it on the move. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On the direct snap, it's Worthy. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding...
Touchdown, Tar Heels! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Boston College, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking for a man. It's Santiago. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Worthy. Inside the 25. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, North Carolina! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Boston College, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Unloads quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Guys, let's talk about Boston College for a minute. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's good.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Going right to work up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Hits a seam wide open. Touchdown, UNC. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hunter. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Golden Eagles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Santiago. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Boston College will send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tar Heels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Back to pass on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And for the second time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. It is perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kid Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia State. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air. It's Santiago. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Reeves. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Floating away. He throws one to the left. Pulls in the deep ball. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Safe completion on the screen. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quickly complete. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Boston College, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. Oh, better look out.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Back to throw. It's Santiago. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Pass to sticks and still on his feet. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, North Carolina.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
22.
Job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here is the offense on the third play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Tar Heels. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team.
On to kick it away.
He's got it. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. The give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Looking for room. It's Gilliam. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And on first down, they've sent the field goal unit onto the field. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. the gun. The running back has it. At the 35, he's open. Bulldozes his way through. Huge play there into plus territory. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Golden Eagles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The quick out. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw at Santiago. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Fires to the right, and the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the move, it's Gilliam. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, running back gets the give. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Down to out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off.
Turning it on! And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Picks up 5 yards.
You've got to get those stops early in the drive missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last-second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
And perhaps there's some confusion. The field goal unit is out there. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
To the air, it's Santiago. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And the Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Boston College will send out the punt team.
Number 18 in punt formation to kick it away.
No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into the...
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
This time he's got it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Oh, they're after him. Gets it out quickly.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their